Hi, welcome to the channel. I wanted to do a video about ways in which you can up-level your life. We live in a world where things have gotten more expensive. It's very hard to live these days and get by with the rising costs of groceries, gas, your living situation, your rent. It's expensive. And for me, I've always tried to do things on my own terms when it comes to my life's journey. The thing, though, that has helped me the most and has paid off so much is investing in real estate and primarily focusing more on the house hacking element of that. And what's great about house hacking is you are basically eliminating, if not part of or all of your mortgage, by having your tenant cover most of it. And doing this will save you so much money. You will save so much money if you can eliminate your biggest expense, which is your housing costs. And what's beautiful about some of the financing options right now is Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac both have a new program that is designed for people that are interested in 2 to 4 multifamily units to basically only have to put down 5% on a duplex. So if you think about if you're thinking about like a $300,000 house, that's only 15 grand. So if you can come up with 15 grand, you have access to real estate. I mean, yes, it's location matters, finding the right place. There's a lot of factors that go into that. But take it from me, like I bought a duplex and I had to put a lot down only because I was a freelancer. And so there was a lot of sort of gray area there because, as a lender, they want to see like work history, but it's been also very advantageous for me as a freelancer because I've been able to, even on the slow months, like I can't imagine what it would be like to pay a full mortgage. And so I just want to mention that get in the game as soon as you can with real estate. And I tell this to everybody. I even tell this to people that are, have bought in single family homes. Get into a multifamily unit. Understand what that takes. Understand the process of owning a multifamily unit. Learn. And so a lot of these programs that they design, you only have to live in that unit for a year. And once that year ends, then you can move out and you can start renting that unit. And my particular unit, I think when I move out, I think it will cash flow like around $1,000. Now, can you imagine just being able to cash flow $1,000 a month? And so what you do is you just rinse and repeat this. So you get the first duplex, you live in there, you basically fix it up too. I mean, that's another thing I try to tell people is renovate it while you're there, increase the value, put some equity into it. And then when you're done, move out, rent it out, find the next duplex, find the next property. And the other beautiful thing about real estate is there's this thing called the snowball effect. So the longer you stay at any specific property, the more equity your equity begins to rise. And so what's awesome about that is you can start pulling money out of that property and use that to fund your next property. And a lot of times if you wait years, so far I'm in here, I would say I've been here for it'll be 5 years this July. But if you spend any considerable time at a place and you build up that equity, or if you're not living there and you're just collecting rent, you can pull up upwards of $50,000 to $60,000 depending on who you work with and what interest rate you have, as a HELOC. And so then what you can do is you can use that as your down payment for your next place. And this has been my first venture in real estate. This whole idea of buying a single family home, I mean, I know people that are paying so much money for their mortgage. And, I look at these real estate endeavors, like these duplexes, as sort of like mini oil wells. And so if you can get a bunch of these mini oil wells, you can start producing side income or, cash flow. And this is just such a great way to build wealth. And take it from me, I've done this now, like I said, it's been 5 years, but a lot of it too is you have to get a good tenant. And sometimes with a lot of these situations, you can sometimes inherit tenants, which I did in my circumstance, but sometimes you can get a bad tenant, and sometimes it can really screw you over. But that's really where you have to use your discernment, use your judgment, and pick the right people that will take care of your house. And so for me, I'm very grateful that that has been the case for myself. I've been very happy with my tenant. My tenant is outstanding, such a great tenant. So I'm going to start doing more of these sort of videos of some of the things that I've learned that have helped me in my life's journey to make it easier and to sort of rise to that next level of life. And I feel most people don't really know about these programs, and they also have a bad idea or bad feeling in their head about just like being a tenant and all the responsibilities it is to do that. I'll be honest with you, like it's not a huge job. Yes, there are certain things I need to take care of, but in terms of the grand scheme of things, it's pretty easy. And I think with anybody that's starting out on this, they can learn on the way. And if you're a young person watching this video, and maybe you're in college or maybe you're in high school, start putting money away. Start putting money away so that when you are ready to buy real estate, you can make that quick decision and get a deal. Obviously, don't make a quick decision. Be thoughtful about the type of property that you're buying. I'm just saying there might come a time where you want to pull the trigger and you find a good deal, and it's like you want to just move forward on it. And that's partly, I wish I would have done that. I'm 42, and I just recently got in the game 5 years ago. But again, it's like, just get in the game. Get in the game. Once you get in the game, that's the hardest part. Frankly, that is the hardest part. The hardest part of real estate is just getting into it, getting approved for lending, finding a good tenant, making sure your duplex is running smoothly. There's no problems. Everything works great. Because once you start, building equity, making the place look great, you just rinse and repeat. You pull money out of this place, you fund your next project, you live in it for a year, you move out, and then you just keep doing the same thing. And I look for markets that are growing, look for markets that are on the up and up. That's where you're going to get the most value and the most appreciation. So I don't know if this helped you guys. I hope this did. I hope you take some great notes on this video. I hope this is helpful. But again, this channel, there's a lot of different pillars. Going to talk about ways of self-improvement, I want to focus on a lot of health and wellness. I want to focus on a lot of fitness. I'm going to be doing vlogs, and I'm really just trying to create a little momentum, because YouTube is no joke, bro. I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes into producing these videos. When you talk about producing it, packaging it, titling it, all this shit. And I'm really just trying to start with little tiny things that I think are of value so people find my content engaging. And it's really progress over perfection. So if you're watching still right now, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And till the next one. All right. Bye con Dios.